Let's cut through the fluff and get straight to the mysteries of the heart, because when it comes to love, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. You think you know your partner inside and out? Think again. The most devoted girlfriend, the most adoring wife, even the most open-hearted soulmate has a few well-guarded secrets, artfully hidden behind that dazzling smile. Today, we're peeling back the curtain on 7 things women often hide if they're truly in love. Spoiler alert. Number 7 will have you rethinking everything you thought you knew about relationships. Ready for a psychological roller coaster? Let's dive in. 1. Her secret insecurities, the inner battles she'd never admit. Every confident stride, every perfect hair flip, every witty comeback. On the outside, she might seem like the queen of self-assurance, but here's a truth bomb. Even the most self-possessed women have insecurities. The twist: if she's truly into you, she's going to camouflage those doubts better than a ninja in the night. Why? Because love makes us want to show our best side. Maybe she's nervous about how she looks without makeup. Maybe she's worried about her laugh, her family, or that one weird hobby she thinks you'll find dorky. She might even be comparing herself to your exes. Yep, even if she'd never admit it. She'll downplay these worries, bury them under layers of confidence, and do everything she can to keep you from seeing the vulnerable corners of her mind. But here's the kicker. This is actually a sign of how much she cares. If she didn't love you, she wouldn't bother hiding it. Her efforts to seem flawless are like a secret love letter written in invisible ink. Ever wonder why she takes just a little longer getting ready before your dates? Or why she suddenly gets quiet when certain topics come up? Those are the subtle shields of someone who wants to be your dream girl, even if it means hiding her own storms. So, next time you catch her glancing at herself in the mirror or brushing off a compliment, remember, her hidden insecurities are proof she values your opinion more than anyone else's. And if you're smart, you'll reassure her she's perfect just as she is. But don't expect her to lay it all out. Some secrets are woven into the very fabric of love. 2. Her past and the parts that still sting. Love is a clean slate, right? Not so fast. If she's head over heels for you, she might be keeping certain chapters of her past under lock and key. And no, this isn't about skeletons in the closet or a secret double life as a ninja assassin. It's about the heartbreaks, the betrayals, the embarrassing moments, the stuff that still stings. She's not hiding her history because she's ashamed. She's hiding it because she knows that love is fragile, and the last thing she wants is to cloud your new chapter together with the ghosts of what came before. Maybe she had her heart broken by someone who didn't appreciate her. Maybe she did something she regrets at a wild party in college. Maybe there are friendships that fizzled out, or dreams she abandoned. If she's truly in love, she'll want you to see only the best version of her. She won't want to bore you with sob stories or risk you seeing her as damaged goods. Instead, she'll craft a highlight reel, editing out the painful bloopers. But make no mistake, these hidden stories are there, shaping her every move. If she's hesitant to open up about her ex, or she changes the subject when you ask about old friends, it's not because she doesn't trust you. It's because she cares so much about your opinion. And sometimes, love makes us want to rewrite our own histories, even if just a little. Here's a power move. Listen when she does drop a breadcrumb about her past. It means she's testing the waters. React with empathy, and you might just earn a peek behind the curtain. But don't go digging. What's hidden is hidden for a reason. 3. The truth about her feelings for you. Yes, even the crazy ones. It's time for the plot twist you didn't see coming. If there's one thing a woman in love will guard with all her might, it's the full, unfiltered truth about how she feels about you. That's right. She'll hide just how much you mean to her. And this, gentlemen, is where things get really interesting. Why the secrecy? Because vulnerability is terrifying. Telling someone you love them more than pizza, puppies, and Netflix combined is basically handing them the keys to your emotional fortress. She might act cool, play it casual, or even tease you about being clingy, but deep down she's probably thought about you as the one more than she'll ever admit. She'll hide the fact that your texts make her day, that she replays your conversations in her head, or that she sometimes stalks your social media just to see what you're up to. She'll downplay how much she misses you when you're apart. She'll pretend she's totally fine when you're out with friends, when in reality, she's counting down the minutes until you're back. And here's the kicker. She does this because she doesn't want to scare you off. Society tells women not to be too much, not to come on too strong. So she'll dial it back, hide the intensity, and let you think you're the one leading the dance. But make no mistake, if she truly loves you, there's a tidal wave of emotions just beneath the surface. And if you ever catch a glimpse, a hug that lingers, a look that says more than words ever could, you're seeing the truth she tries so hard to hide. Keep watching, because the next secrets are just as jaw-dropping. 4. Her silent sacrifices. Every strong relationship is built on compromise, but the sacrifices she makes for you, those are often hidden, unsung, and deeply telling. We're talking about the little things she gives up, the adjustments she makes, and the dreams she puts on hold just to see you smile. Maybe she changes her schedule to fit yours. Maybe she lets you pick the movie, even though she's seen it 16 times already. Maybe she bites her tongue during arguments to avoid hurting your feelings. These aren't grand gestures with neon signs. They're quiet acts of love, whispered in actions instead of words. You probably don't even notice half of them. She's not making a checklist or expecting a parade in her honor. She just does it because your happiness matters to her. But don't be fooled. These sacrifices can add up. If she's hiding them, it's not because she wants you to take her for granted. It's because she doesn't want you to feel guilty or obligated or pressured to reciprocate. In her mind, love is about giving without expecting anything in return. But if you look closely, you'll see the trail of quiet compromises she leaves in her wake. Each one is a secret signature of her devotion, a love letter written in invisible ink. Want to know a pro tip? When you spot these silent sacrifices, acknowledge them. A simple thank you or a small gesture of appreciation goes a long way, because the strongest relationships are built on mutual respect, not just hidden heroics. 5. Her fantasies for the future, that secret us folder in her mind. Here's the final twist in our love story. If she's truly in love, she's already imagined a future with you. Yes, even if you've only been dating for a few months, even if she seems like the live-in-the-moment type. She's got a secret us folder in her mind, and it's packed with hopes, dreams, and maybe even a Pinterest wedding board or two. She might act like she's chill, like she's just going with the flow, but inside, she's picturing what your kids might look like. She's daydreaming about vacations you'll take, houses you'll buy, and lazy Sundays spent with you curled up on the couch. She's mentally rehearsing meeting your family, picking out matching Halloween costumes, and figuring out if your last name goes with hers. But here's the genius part. She'll never let you see just how detailed these fantasies are. Why? Because nobody wants to be the person who's planning the wedding after the second date. Society tells women not to get ahead of themselves, not to be too invested. So she'll hide her dreams behind a mask of cool detachment. But every now and then, you'll catch a slip, a comment about the future, a joke about kids, a question about where you'd want to live someday. That's her letting you peek into the secret us folder. And if you're smart, you'll realize just how much courage it takes to share those dreams. So the next time you catch her gazing off into the distance, lost in thought, don't ask what she's thinking. Chances are she's busy building an imaginary world with you at the center. 6. The little white lies she tells to boost your confidence. Let's be honest, ego is a delicate thing, and no one knows that better than a woman in love. If she truly cares about you, she'll become a world-class diplomat overnight, sprinkling in just enough little white lies to keep your spirits soaring. Think of it as emotional bubble wrap, soft, protective, and totally undetectable unless you're really looking. Did you burn dinner? She'll say it's avant-garde cooking. Forget an anniversary? She'll laugh it off and claim she totally forgot too. Ask if she minds your questionable taste in sneakers. She'll say they're unique. Code for, I love you enough to let you wear those in public. But don't get it twisted. These small fibs aren't meant to deceive or manipulate. They're about protecting your feelings, smoothing over the rough edges, and making sure you feel like a king in your own castle. Every, "You're right, babe," or "That's actually a great idea," is a little wink, a silent message that she's got your back, even if the truth is a tad less flattering. Here's the secret sauce. If she's willing to bend the truth just to see you smile, it means she's heavily invested. These mini myths are her way of supporting you, hyping you up, and making sure you always feel like you're winning at life, even when your fantasy football team is a dumpster fire. So, next time you catch her giving you that, "Of course, honey," smile, know that it's not about the sneakers or the burnt toast. It's about love, served with a side of sweet little secrets. 7. Her fears about losing you. And now, for the final secret that packs the biggest punch, her fear of losing you. This one's a heavyweight, hiding in plain sight, masked by bravado, humor, and 1,000 casual, no big deals. But deep down, if she's truly in love, the thought of losing you is her most closely guarded secret. She'll never want you to see the anxiety that sometimes creeps in when you're out late and don't text back, or the way her mind races with what-ifs when she senses you pulling away, even just a little. She'll hide the nervous flutter in her chest when you mention an old flame, or the way her heart skips a beat, wondering if she's enough. Why the cloak and dagger routine? Because vulnerability is scary, showing you just how much you mean to her, admitting that life without you would feel like a jigsaw puzzle with a missing piece. That's a level of openness even the bravest hearts hesitate to reveal. She'll put on her best cool girlfriend act, crack jokes, and pretend she's unshakable. But every time she squeezes your hand a little tighter, or sends that extra goodnight text, or takes a deep breath before voicing a concern, it's her way of guarding her heart while keeping you close. Here's the irony. The more she loves you, the more she'll try to hide just how much she needs you. Not because she's playing games, but because real love is raw, unpredictable, and, let's face it, a little bit terrifying. So, if you ever find her just a tad too chill about things that matter, remember, the bravest love is the one that hides its deepest fears just to keep the dream alive. Why these secrets matter? You might be thinking, wait, isn't honesty the foundation of every great relationship? Absolutely. But here's the paradox. Real love is messy, vulnerable, and sometimes a little bit secretive. We hide things, not because we want to deceive, but because we want to protect ourselves and the people we care about most. If she's hiding these 7 things, it's not a red flag. It's a sign she's invested, heart and soul, in the relationship. She's showing you her best self, shielding you from her scars, and dreaming about a future you might share. The secrets are there, woven into every conversation, every gesture, every quiet moment. And if you pay attention, you'll start to see the hidden language of love, one that speaks louder than words and reveals more than any confession ever could.